Okay, I'm going to help you guys out with your toolpaths and get you guys set up here so you can do this nice and smoothly. So you should have your component here on your screen. If you double check your setup, you should have your Z up, your X going to the right, and your Y, as you can see here, going away from you with your pocket facing up. Your stock should also be exactly the size of your component. If that's all set and ready to go, you're going to go up to 3D, not 2D. You're going to go to 3D, and you're going to go to Adaptive, not Pocket. You're going to go to Adaptive Clearing, and you're going to select it. Once you have that selected, then you're going to select Tool. Once you have the tool library open, you're going to make sure to go to version 2. If you have version 1, then you're going to come see me, and I'm going to help you load the new one. And we're going to pick the 1/4 inch tool, this one right here, tool number 3. You're going to say select. Bless me. Okay. And then, once you're past the tool selection, you're going to see that that tool is about that big compared to the pocket, so it may or may not fit around this nub. We're going to see, and if it does not, we might have to come in with a second operation and clean it up with a smaller tool. All right, second tab, we have to tell the tool what the boundary is for it to do the pocketing. So we have to go to Selection, and then just come over here and left click on the perimeter of the part. Just pick the edge that is the most surrounding edge of the part, right there. Don't change the heights, so leave everything in this window alone. When you go to Passes, okay, I'll bring this up a little bit, change your max roughing step down to 0.3. It's allowed to go deeper because this is an adaptive tool path. And we talk about that in class and why it's allowed to go deeper because of the engagement, the optimal load. We're going to turn off stock to leave, very important. And then we're going to go to linking, and we're going to change our helical ramp to 6 degrees. Well, let's see. I got to minimize these so I can get my OK. Let's see what it looks like. Giving it a minute to create its toolpath. And you'll see here in the simulation that it's not able to get around this little circular feature that pops up. It misses this because the tool is too large. So that's okay though. It's a larger tool, so it's going to be more efficient at removing the material. So I have to come back with another operation. So I'm going to go to 3D, another adaptive clearing. But for this operation, I'm going to select a tool, but the smaller tool, which in this case, from the same version 2 library, I'm going to pick my 1/8 inch tool. That one should fit. So geometry, selection, same thing we did before. We're going to pick the same perimeter. But where it says rest machining, I don't want it to calculate what to cut from the stock. Like right here, it's defaulted to calculate from the setup stock, because then it would machine all of the material that's in this, calculated in this pocket. I already removed most of it with my first operation. So I'm going to change this to from the previous operation. So it's going to calculate only machining the material that's left over from that previous operation. Leave this alone, the heights. It's going to sense the height of the model. My passes, once again, if you go to maximum roughing step down, since this is a smaller tool, I'm going to let you go down 0.2 for your total depth. Turn off stock to leave. And then, of course, for your linking, change it to 6 degrees on your angle. I'll minimize this so I can see my OK. And let's see what happens. Cross your fingers. So, what we have here is a final toolpath operation that comes down, cleans up the corners, and removes the excess material at the bottom, just like that. All right, so it doesn't worry about the material on top because it didn't have those issues because that first tool was able to remove those. So now you'll see it's able to get around here and around here. So that's how you do an adaptive toolpath, and that's how you clean it up with the remaining operation.